From counties to the continent of Africa, Sierra Leone's opposition leader Jesmed Foday has hailed the late Kenyan Premier Raila Odinga as an irreplaceable titan whose sacrifices must compel Africa to defend democracy without compromise.
Now addressing a conference in Nairobi, Kenya, under the theme Democracy Under Threat, the perspective of African opposition parties, Suma urged African nations to honor Raila's legacy by strengthening multi-party systems, commending Kenya, South Africa and Uganda as torchbearers of democratic resilience, models other states must emulate.
JJ Kuria compiled this report.
That Raila Odinga was among Africa's most astute opposition figures was never in doubt. Yet, beyond the accolades and grandeur of a man who inspired generations and urged nations to reimagine the continental dream, lay his profound influence on African opposition movements. One such movement is Sierra Leone's National Grand Coalition Party. From its vantage point, opposition leaders across Africa have endured relentless harassment, recurring legal injunctions, and orchestrated attempts to unseat them from party leadership, echoing a broader pattern of state-sponsored repression.
Not only the political space is being threatened, there has been a usual pattern of rigging elections at the ballot box. But now, elections are rigged before the elections are conducted by weaponizing state institutions to go after opposition parties.
Opposition parties have repeatedly accused electoral commissions and regulatory bodies as barriers to an impartial electoral field.
After we joined the coalition, we campaigned with him, we withdrew our candidate, so we didn't file any presidential candidate in 2023. We withdrew most of our parliamentary seats, and we won. The coalition won. Unfortunately, he negated on every item of the promises we made in that coalition.
Mirroring Raila Odinga's own struggles, collapsed alliances with ruling parties, defections of key figures and fractured coalitions illustrate continental trends where opposition movements are weakened under pressure.
The one unique thing about Raila Odinga, he was always consistent. He was more in the interest of unifying Kenya, more as opposed to dividing Kenya. He serves as an example of the level of resilience that each and every one of us should take inspiration from.
Leaders have faced imprisonment, but incarceration only hardened their resolve to uphold democratic values.
I was having interviews on television, radio, back to back. Sometimes I had to turn them down because I was saying things other people were not there to say. I was speaking to the corrupt system and how to fix the economy, and that they didn't like. So as a result, I was arrested on trumped-up charges. I was locked up in the central prison for 38 gruesome days.
Jesmed Suma underscores the imperative for Africa to preserve pluralism as a living legacy. He urged opposition parties across the continent to resist co-optation and speak truth to power. John Jacob Kuria, Prime Edition.